The regulations with respect to the functioning of securities market is carried out by market intermediaries, regulatory bodies, public, private bodies. The correct answer is regulatory bodies. The clearing corporation give the instructions to dash to keep the securities ready by pay in time. Depository, clearing banks, clearing members, sub-brokers. The correct answer is depositories. When an ordinary dividend is declared, no adjustment in a strike price is made. A straight true or false. The correct answer is true. When an ordinary dividend is declared, there is no adjustment in the strike price is made. The correct answer is true. Margining is the process in which the clearing corporations computes the potentials loss occur to the open position. State true or false. The correct answer is true. The Companies Act 2013 deals with issues allotment and of securities, transfer, management, retirement, arbitrage. The correct answer is transfer. What is the action taken when there is a failure on part of the broker to deliver the securities? Sale, auction, trade cancel, forfeit. The correct answer is auction. What is the linking of multiple clearing corporation known as interadjustability, interconnectivity, interoperability? Interoperability. The correct answer is interoperability. State whether true or false. Investors can place their orders through the online platform provided by the stockbrokers. True. Currently, the entire securities market transactions happens only in the demat form or physical form. The correct answer is demat form. A beneficiary demat account can be debited only if the beneficiary's owners have given dash in the prescribed form: payment instruction slip, delivery instruction slip, credit instruction slip, debit instruction slip. The correct answer is delivery instruction slip. What happens to the order if a matching order is not present in the system of the exchange? The order gets rejected, the order remains pending in the order book, the order is auctioned, the order remains in the system for 15 minutes and then just cancelled. The correct answer is the order remains pending in the order book. Self-certified syndicate banks have to satisfy the condition laid down by depository, exchange, RBI, SEBI. The correct answer is SEBI. A minimum required corpus of the core SGF should be created subject to which of the following term and condition? The MRC shall be fixed for a month. B. 15th of every month, clearing corporation shall review and determine the MRC for the next month. Clearing corporation shall also review and determine by 15th of every month the adequacy of contribution made by various contributors. Both, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. State whether of these statement is true. Call options give the buyer the right but not obligation to sell the underlying asset. Put options give the buyer the right but not the obligations to buy the underlying asset. Call options give the buyer the right but not obligation to buy the underlying asset. D. None of the above. The C option is correct. Clearing members who are a clearing and settling for other trading members can specify the minimum collateral limit towards margin for each trading members. Clearing and settling through them state whether it is true or false. It is false. Sorry. The administration under SEBI Act and Depository Act is looked into by SEBI, Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Company Affairs, Company Law Board. The correct answer is SEBI. On a stock exchange, the clearing process dash the trading process precedes, in concurrent with, goes along with, and D follows. The correct answer is follows. On stock exchange, the clearing process follows the trading process. When the trade is assigned to the custodian for settlement, the custodian has to confirm whether he is going to settle the trade or not. If the custodian fails to confirm, then the onus of setting the trade fails on the investor himself, the clearing corporations, the trading members who had executed that trade, the depository participant of the investor. Option third is correct. The facility of cross margining is available across cash and equity derivative segment and is available to all categories of market participant. State whether true or false. It is true. Who act as a clearing member in the cash segment for trades by a mutual fund houses. The mutual fund AMC, custodians, trading members, clients, custodians. Debentures can be classified as pure debt instrument, quasi-equity instruments, both of the above, none of them. The correct answer is both of the above. When the trade is successfully executed, the broker sends trade confirmation to the institutional investor, state whether true or false. It is false. Dash is computed by the clearing corporations to make sure that liquid asset deposited by trading member is sufficient to cover the potential losses. Net worth plus profit made by the trading member, profit margin made by the trading member, and the fourth one is margin. The correct answer is margin. What is the STT charged on sale of an option in securities, and when option is exercise? 0.01%, 0.0125%, 0.17%, or nil. The correct answer is 0.01. So 0.125%. A custodian is responsible for safeguarding the securities of the client. State whether true or false. A is true, B is false. The correct answer is true. The risk arises due to denial of the matched order by a client is known as market risk, operational risk, credit risk, regulatory risk. That is operational risk. The order placed on the exchange or market are matched based on the type of script for which the order is placed, the net worth of the broker placing the order, time price priority, price time priority. The correct answer is price time priority. When a member makes an early pay in of securities, then the members get dash benefits, trading exposure margin or tax margin benefit. When there is a merger of two companies, the unexpired derivative contract which are outstanding on as on the last come date would be compulsorily settled and as the settlement price. State whether true or false. It is true. In case of sales of securities by an investors, what instructions should be given to the DP upon receipt of intimation of execution of trades from the broker? Debit, credit, hold, none of the above. The correct answer is debit. Who initiates the trade settlement process? Clearing corporation, banker, the depository, the broker. The clearing corporation is the correct answer. When a trade is settled through the participation of a clearing agency is called an private public market of market. The correct answer is market. As per SEBI, the base minimum capital required for trading member who trade on behalf of client without proprietary trading and without algo is rupees 15 lakh. Clearing corporations shall send a minimum dash snapshot of client wise margin requirement to TMS and CMS for them to know the intraday margin requirement per client in each segment. 4. A client has called the dealing desk executive for placing the order. What role will be performed by the executive in such cases? A dealing desk executive will verify the genuineness of the client. B. The dealing desk executive will take the order to enter in the system. Option are only A and B, only B and C, only C, A and C, and all of the A, B, C. The correct answer only A and B. The VAR margin covers losses up to dash days of losses for illiquid stock. The correct answer is 3. Can limit orders be charged anytime before execution? Yes. What is the order called if the trader purchase or sell the best price available? Market order, limit order, stop order, auction order. The correct answer is market order. Base minimum capital of the deposit given by the member of the exchange against which no exposure for trade is allowed. Straight true or false. The correct answer is true. A stockbroker wishing to offer IBT internet-based trading need to seek stock exchange approval and should have a minimum net worth of rupees dash lakhs 25 37.5 50 75. The correct answer is 50. When there is a case of merger, the unexpired contracts outstanding as on the last come date would be compulsorily settled at the settlement price. State whether true or false. This is true. Which of which is in the final exercise settlement price of the option contract or index slash individual security. The closing price of underlying security index on the first day of trading day of the option contract, the closing price of underlying security index on the 15th trading day of the option contract, the closing day price of the underlying security index on 21st day of the option contract, the closing day of price of the underlying securities index on the last trading day of the option contract. The correct answer is the closing price of underlying security index on the last trading day of the option contract. What is the adjustment factor of stock split and consolidation if the ratio is A is to B? The correct answer is A divided by B. Order management consists of order matching, order cancelling or modification, order entering. The correct answer is all of the above. Dash through booking dash through broking firms have made investing in IPOs very simple. Manual trading, electronic trading, physical trading, algo trading. The correct answer is electronic trading through broking firm have made investing in IPOs very simple. For mark-to-market margin calculations, in case of security has not been traded on a particular day, the latest available closing price is considered as the closing price for margin calculation. True or false? True. A stockbroker should not try to dash when he enters order in the trading system. Increase the stock price, decrease the stock price, manipulate the stock price, all of them. The correct answer is all of them. The extreme loss margin collected is released on completion of pay-in settlement or in on individual completion of full obligation of funds and security by the respective broker custodian after crystallization of final obligation on dash day t plus 1 day. Which act was formed to prevent undesirable transaction in securities market? SEBI Act, Companies Act, Securities Contract Regulation Act, SEBI Stockbroker and Sub-Broker Regulation. Security Contract Regulation Act, option C is the correct. There is no netting of the position and setting off against MTM profit across two rolling settlement for collection mark to market margin. True or false? That is true. We will do further in the next class. Thank you so much for patiently listening to this.